students watching. Today we're going to be reviewing over science because we haven't done anything yet. We're trying to learn and review over the stuff we've learned over the last lesson. My name is Miss Falcon and I'll be your first grade teacher for this year. Today we're going to look down at everything on your face. So we're going to look first at the ear. Is your eardrum an example of something that vibrates? What do you think, John?
Yes.
That's right, it is true. True or false? Sound can travel through air. Maya? True. Sound vibrations traveling through the air are called hummings. John?
True.
No, it's not true.
I mean false.
False, that's right. An Indian putting his ear to the ground is a good example of hearing vibrations through a solid. True or false?
True.
Okay, thank you, Susan, back there. The name of the skin that separates the outer ear from the middle ear is called the cochlea. This one's kind of hard, but I'll answer it for you. The name of the skin that separates the outer ear from the middle ear is called the cochlea. That is false. It's not called the cochlea. We'll learn about that later in this class here. Tears keep the eyes moist and also wash out dirt from the eyes. Jordan.
True.
That's right. Okay. You should never point pencils or sharp objects near your eyes. Katie.
True.
Okay. How do your eyelids and eyelashes help you? I'm going to answer this one. I'll give you four answers, and you choose which one is the right one. Students watching, you take out a piece of paper now, and everybody in this class is taking out their mini sheets. So they're going to take those out this time. They're going to go ahead and write down what answer they think is correct. Students watching, you have a piece of paper out, clear paper, write numbers 1 through 4, and then on the other side or under that, 5 through 6, because we're going to have 5 through 7. 5 through 7, we're going to have 7 questions. The first question is, how do your eyelids and eyelashes help you? The answers are, A, they carry the message of what you see to the brain. B, they give color to your eyes. C, they give color to your eyes. B, they give color to your eyes. C, they keep dust and other objects out of your eyes. D, they turn upside down the image of what you see. At this time, you're going to write the letter of which one you want to put in. A, B, C, or D. If you want, you can put the class back and listen to it again. In this class, we're only going to have it one time. So, A, B, C, or D. Okay, at this time, we're going to move on to number 2. Why is it important to use the right amount of light when you do your work? A, the light keeps your eyes clear of becoming dust. The light keeps your eyes from becoming tired. C, the light keeps your eyes moist. Or D, it is not important to use the right amount of light. At this time, you're going to go ahead and put the letter, and then 3. Where should the light be when you do your homework? Above you, A. In front of you, B. Next to you, C. Or D. It is not important that the light should come from any certain direction. Okay, we're moving down to number 4. What sense organ does vitamin A help? Ear, A. B, nose. C, eyes. Or D, mouth. Which one of those? Okay. True or false? God created your sense organs to help you react to the things around you. True or false? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do number 6. True or false? True or false? True or false? The left side of your brain controls your left arm and leg. True or false? Okay, you do that one. Okay, number 7. Carrots, liver, and eggs are all good sources of vitamin A. True or false? Okay, this time we're going to check over quiz number 1. That was our first quiz in this whole entire school year. You're like, oh yeah, the fun thing. Okay, number 1 is C. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is A. Number 4 is C. Number 5 is true. Number 6 is false. And number 7 is also true. And this time you're going to go ahead and write down what I tell you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you something, and you're going to try to write that down. This is something that we will want to know. And it's the whole water cycle. Now we're going to take out worksheet number 1. So go ahead and take out worksheet number 1 right now. And it says worksheet 1, and our book will be called Exploring God's Word. And we're going to learn about the water cycle. Okay, so first, you see the picture. Number 1, what is that? That's the sun. And the sun comes down and heats up the water, but the water doesn't like to be boiling hot. You don't like that either. So the water goes up and it comes with dust and it makes a cloud up there. So it evaporates. Warm, moist air rises. So those two, that rises. Warm air cools, forming a cloud. So then a cloud comes. And then you see number 5, it shows the rain. Cloud cools, forming rain to come. So rain comes down. Water goes back to the ocean to start the water cycle again. So how old is that water that we drink? Who knows how old that is? That must be years old. Maybe centuries old. And then we're going to go over this. Let's see what the food chain is. We're going to see that in a second. But first of all, we're going to check the quiz. So students watching, you go ahead and check your quiz, okay? So at this time, we're going to check our quiz. And that will be 2 minutes for that. So we're going to go ahead and start it. Starting right now. Alright, students watching, we're back from that, and we've checked quiz 1. Now we're going on to another cycle, and this cycle is called the food chain. Now, every time you see a green plant, you're going to know that there's going to be a food chain there. Well, this is the food chain. There's a little insect that comes buzzing along, it smells the green plant, goes to it, eats that green plant. And then a toad comes along and eats the bug. And then the toad, and then a little snake comes along and eats the toad. And then a bird comes along and eats that snake. But the snake is poisonous. So when the bird dips into its blood, it poisons the hawk or whatever you want to call that bird. And then the hawk dies. Then it gives good soil and rich soil to the ground. And another food chain begins, and that little bug comes back. But a food chain always starts with a green plant and a little bug. So that's how the food chain always starts. We're going to look at that. So first, the insect eats a green plant. Now you can take notes of this if you want. But first, the insect eats a green plant. Then a frog comes and eats the bug. The snake eats the frog. A hawk eats the snake. And then the hawk dies. Its body gives rich soil. Then the food chain starts again, so you can go ahead and write that down. We're going to do some more review. This is called multiple choice. I'm going to give you multiple choice. What is the biggest group of invertebrates called? A, mammals, B, insects, C, mosquitoes, or D, fish? Kristen. B, insects? That's right. You can say it for sure if you're confident enough. If you're not, I'll just call another student. So next time, say it more confident. I'll choose a boy. Which is not one of the three main body parts of an insect? Head, thorax, abdomen, or D, legs? Which one, Jonathan?
Thorax.
Oh, we have the head, the thorax, and we have the abdomen. But is the legs necessary? No, 'cause it's on the abdomen, so it'd be the legs. What are spiracles? Breathing holes, arms, special feet, or wings? Katie.
Breathing holes.
That's right, breathing holes. And that was A. Okay, true or false? The high-pitched sound a mosquito makes comes from the beating of its wings. True or false, class?
True.
All insects have an inside skeleton. True or false, class?
True. False.
Okay, it was false. I heard 2 or 3 kids in the back, and the whole class changed. All insects have 6 legs. True or false?
True.
The 4 stages of insect growth are
Larva.
Well, no, it's not starting with larva. It's starting with
Egg, larva, pupa, adult.
That would be true if I asked true or false. I'm going to go over one more thing. An animal without a backbone is called a class
Invertebrate.
Invertebrates feel with
Hands on their feet or legs.
Where are invertebrates down? Where invertebrate skeleton will be? Where will it be?
On the outside.
An invertebrate with 10 hearts is called earthworm. The projections which help earthworms hold to the walls of their tunnel is called setting. That's a funny word to remember. It's called setting. An invertebrate with 8 arms is called the
octopus.
You could remember it because it has these 8 arms and it's like a spider. Because a spider has no backbone. It's an invertebrate too. Changing color to match with the surroundings is called
Camouflage.
Students, watch again. This time, we're going to go back. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the worksheet number 1. And on worksheet number 1, you can go ahead and finish that. If you haven't finished that, now would be the time to finish that. This time, you're going to shut your monitor and go ahead and finish worksheet number 1.